This is Professor Griff, and welcome to the Writer's Block, where literary consciousness meets conversation. Join me right here every week, Monday night at 9 p.m. right here on YouTube, Facebook, and anywhere you can see and hear your favorite podcasts. This is Professor Griff, and this is the Writer's Block, where words shape worlds, thoughts become movements. Writer's Block is more than just a podcast. It's a journey into the power of ideas. This is the environment where we bring forth authors, poets, lyricists, and cultural thinkers who will write to awaken minds and shift culture right here on the Writer's Block with yours truly, Professor Griff. Peace. All right, greetings, family. This is Professor Griffin. Of course, this is the Writer's Block, formerly known as Writer's Row. We got two dynamic guests coming up in just a few minutes. If you do not know what the Writer's Row was and now what the Writer's Block is, what we do is we highlight those authors, those writers, those scribes that put the pen to the pad. I guess people are using computers now, so I guess they've been using computers. Maybe I'm just dating myself. But anyway, those individuals that dared to step forth and share a piece of their mind, their heart, their spirit, their experience with us to try to raise the vibratory pitch of our thinking into our higher self, really, to be honest with you. All right. Different kinds of authors with different kinds of books out. So in the meantime, between time, without any further ado, let me bring on my guests, and both of them are going to share the stage. We're going to see if we can get as much in as possible. And then at the end, I know this is going to be a surprise to them. But at the end, I'm going to ask both of them to give us a short book list on the books that they have read, or they would just recommend for you to read. All right, if that's possible. In the meantime, between time, let me bring on my sister, Meeca. Greetings. How are you?
Peace. How are you?
Trying to be like you. Hold on one second. Let me bring on my brother, Adam. How you feel, good bro?
Feel extremely blessed.
All right, move closer. Adam, move closer to your microphone, because I know you louder than that.
Extremely blessed, brother.
Oh, give thanks. Well, let me introduce y'all. Let me introduce y'all to one another, in case y'all haven't met. All right.
Meeca? I've heard Meeca spit. Yeah, she's the truth.
Oh, okay.
That.
All right.
I mean, yeah, she set cities on fire.
Okay, give thanks.
Thank you so much.
So this is how we're going to do it. Now, Meeca, you're kind of like in the dark, so I'm not sure if you want to put a light in your face or get higher, get lower, find a light, turn it on, put it in front of you. You see how bright I'm looking?
Yeah, you got that ring light probably.
Well, mine is a square, because they said I was a square back in high school. I don't know.
Oh,
anyway,
God. I don't believe that.
Right?
Is that better?
That's a lot better. That's a lot better. So this is how we're going to do this. Basically, I'm going to ask both of you guys some similar to same questions, just kind of veggie back, not piggyback, but veggie back off of one another. And first question is this: introduce yourself. Let the people know who are you and what's the name of your book that you want to present today. Meeca, you can go first.
Okay, perfect. What's up, party people? My
right.
name is Meeca, and I'm known for the feature on Jay-Z's debut album, Reasonable Doubt. His fourth and final single was Feeling It. Of course, that was featuring me. I was also on AZ's debut album, which is Do or Die, and I was on the song Your World Don't Stop. And I've also done some work with Atlanta Housewives as a writer as well. And I just wrote my first book, Feeling It, a hip hop memoir. I designed this and I published this under my own publishing company called Meeca Style Music.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Meeca in the building. She said, "What's up, party people in the place to be?"
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Adam, sir, good bro.
Yes, My name is Unc El Adam, Atlanta native. For 13 years, I've been doing sacred hands-on healing for the community, more of a grassroots activist, traveling around Georgia, educating and teaching mostly the youth and people who don't have access to a lot of the resources that we have. We're blessed to have access with. I've also published my second book. The first one I like to debut is Our Daily Unk. It's a divine daily devotional for our people, written in our language, for our times and for our spirituality. It's timeless universal truths to inspire us every day of the solar and the lunar year.
Mm.
So 651 pages. If you'd like to read a summary of the book, you can go to my website, All Healing Hands. That's ALL healinghands.com. And you can dive deep into the book and hopefully add it to your spiritual arsenal.
Oh,
The
okay.
second book is well,
Wait,
that's the
hold
first
on,
book. Yeah,
we're gonna dive into that.
yeah,
All right,
man.
you about to do the
Also,
damn,
drum teacher, gardener.
about to do the remix and
All of that.
everything else. Oh,
Yeah.
Mhm.
he about to go in. Hold on, bro, we got you. It's Professor Griff. I got you. He about to go on the second, third, and fourth book. All right,
Wow. That's
so
awesome,
Meeca,
though. That's
you know,
dope.
that's a beautiful thing. You got to be your own salesman, your
Give
own
thanks for life.
spokesperson.
Yeah.
Give
You
thanks. You
have to,
got to give
especially
thanks.
nowadays. But anyway, so the whole idea of the origin of this body of work that you want to present today, what inspired you to become a writer? There's a lot of young people that might be listening. There's a lot of teachers, principals, jegnas. I dare to say mentor. We don't use that terminology, but they're listening today and they want to be able to take this and say, okay, I heard Meeca say that her origin story sounded a little bit something like this. How did your journey begin as an author? What inspired you to write this particular book?
With Feeling It, a hip hop memoir, it started as an idea back in 2016. So it was just a brainstorm sort of thing, writing down ideas. And then I did get with an editor, not knowing that that's not what I really needed. I wasn't educated on formulating a book. What I
Okay.
was looking for, I wanted to bring the series of events to life because it started out as a brainstorm. So it's sort of like essayish, this happened, that happened. And I'm like, it's
Right.
not giving life. So maybe I need an editor. Then when they brought it back, I paid for an editor. I got it back and I'm like, no, don't correct the English. I need life. Give me some excitement. Make it pop. And then I'm thinking, I studied more and I'm thinking, oh, I need a ghostwriter. But then I'm thinking, I don't want anybody to tell my story. Like,
Right.
they
No,
can't
no.
give it what I can give it. So
Right.
that was a thought back in 2016. And life be lifing. And I read a book most recently called A Piece of Cake by Cupcake Brown.
Okay.
And it's her personal memoir. And I just got excited all over again.
Right.
So July of last year, 2024, July, I got back at it, Griff. I just started back writing again. And when I started to write the book, it was like I want to tell my story. I didn't want it to be about Jay-Z and AZ. I wanted it to be about how this little girl at 17 years old had the audacity to move to New York City from a little small town called Danville, Virginia, which is probably the size of Mount Vernon, 4.0
Right.
square miles. It's the
Right.
city of churches. Like,
Right.
come on. We have
Right.
Clarence 13X. I'll give you that. We do have him. But so I said to myself, I want to inspire little girls and those that are in the music industry to not make the same mistakes that I made. And I was like, I'm just going to tell my story. Everybody, whenever you research Feeling It and you research Your World Don't Stop, it's always like, who is this girl? Who is this Meeca girl? Like,
Right.
who is she? a lot of people don't know that I was the first female artist on Rockefeller Records. Unsigned. It was a verbal agreement. You know, back in the 90s, it was more like, yo, you wanna be on the label? What's good? I'm like, yeah,
Right.
let's do this.
Right.
But as you dive into the book, I give you more insight. But fast forward to 2025, I'm thinking, you know what? This is my legacy. This is my story. And as long as I'm alive, I'm going to tell it because
Right.
everybody has their version.
Mhm.
But more importantly, I wanted it to be captivating. What
Right.
I envisioned back in 2016, I learned how to do it on
Right.
my own by
Okay.
studying.
I got
And
you.
I put this, I like to call it my masterpiece.
That's beautiful.
I put it together.
All right. So, Mr. Adam, sir, talk to me. The same
Yes, sir.
question. What first inspired you to become a writer? And then this journey of becoming an author, what led you to this particular book that you have now?
I mean, my mission is just an extension of the revolution that's been going on for centuries. You know, just us in the battle to save our spirit and our mind of our people and revitalize that spirit of oneness and greatness. Uh, you know, respond to this colonization and all of this other crazy stuff that's going on. And it wasn't until I spent some time behind bars that I realized how deep seated this sickness is when I saw my young brothers walking around with nothing to do every day. And, you know, by creating a daily devotional, my mission was to give them something every day that they could use to plant a seed, have something to meditate
Right.
on today. Start your day with something that's going to give you life, and hopefully that'll keep you on that wave as you go throughout this day. And I realized that I was really doing that for myself as well. A lot of the book was
Okay.
talking to me, like, nigga, you in here too. So, you know, excuse my language.
No, we good. We good.
Okay.
I
So,
don't
you know,
stifle,
it's just
I don't
life,
stifle
man.
or censor anyone, man. Just
All
Okay.
right,
talk the way you want to talk. Reach your people, man.
so yeah,
Speak your
and
truth.
you know, it's breathing, man. It's just what has to be done. If God puts something on you, if you don't respond, you might as well go and die and get it,
Tell
let
it.
somebody else get in that spot.
Right.
So it's just the difference between motivation and inspiration. The
Okay.
people get motivated to do stuff, but that's based on how you feel. You might not feel like that tomorrow, but when you're
Right.
inspired and truly called, you know, it's just so you can't help yourself. You gotta get this out. So
Right.
it was just what had to be done.
Oh, okay. What core themes and lessons? And this question is for the both of you guys. What core themes or lessons or messages that you want the reader to kind of walk away with? Say, I got your book. I read it.
Yeah.
What am I walking away with? Either one of you.
Um, how to live as a soul and identify more so with that part of ourselves than getting stuck on what we got, what was just going on this surface level of living. Because I think that's where we really get caught up at, thinking that this is it, this is real, this is the thing that's most important, man. So I gotta go do this. I gotta check this nigga. I gotta get my commissary. I gotta pay my bills. I gotta work. And so it's just like, who are you before you had this, and who you gonna be after this sheds? Do you believe in anything other than this? So
Wow.
the book really gets into helping people spend more time with who they really are. Because if you want to get to know your soul and identify as a soul as you walking around, it's like, damn, then you have to spend a lot of time with that part of yourself. Who are you
Right.
identifying as? More so, you know, I'm not saying ignore this reality, but just understand that, you know, who are you really? When you listening to your thoughts and you
Mhm.
hear these words in your head and these ideas and
Right.
these thoughts, and
Mhm.
you hear that, you're listening to these words and these
Right.
thoughts, right?
Right.
Who is that speaking? And once you identify who that is, then you say, who's listening to that?
Okay, I got you. Right.
And that's, you know,
Right. All right.
different things
So
like that. But
right. So
yeah.
Mecca,
Yes.
Same question. The core themes and lessons and messages you want your readers to walk away with. What are some of those things?
Yeah. To be resilient, to keep going. Life will throw you all different types of events, but you have to stay true to yourself. And in that, there's an alignment. You have to stay connected with the vision that you have with yourself. And that takes a lot of strength. It takes a lot of courage. Um, that's who Meeca was at 17 years old. I never stopped searching. I never stopped looking for that satisfaction. And although it was new territory for me, it was the belief that I had in myself. It's that vision. I want to empower people to be visionaries, and where you find that vision oftentimes is through meditation. You meditate and you visualize yourself doing exactly what you want to do, and you go for it, and you come up with a strategic plan and you do it. And that's what Meeca did at 17 years old. Now, sometimes you're going to just fly off the cuff and you're going to do things.
Right.
Especially when you're young. Writing this book is very specific, 16 chapters, and it's hip hop. It's a hip hop book, but I wanted to purposely not make it a long drawn out book because I didn't want it to be intimidating. I wanted young folks to pick this book up and read it and know, because younger people, our younger generation, they're going through so much right now, and things are happening so fast, and all these terminologies, the language is just changing, and those are all spells that we cast upon our lives. So at a young age, I'm like, nah, this is what I'm doing. I'm going to New York. I want to be a singer. And I did it. And the very first day I was there, I did Feeling It, which is, and to fast forward, even when I finished the book, I said, I want to get on platforms of more the conscious community. We can wake people up, not the fluff type platform. Because as a Black author, it's so needed these days.
Right.
So it's just so many directions I can go when it comes to the inspiration behind writing this book and what you're going to take away from this book. But I know I took a lot of accountability in writing this book. I wasn't one of those authors, or I'm not one of those artists where I say, oh, it was your fault. It was your fault. It was this fault. It was his. No, I was 17 out there in a big city, big, beautiful city, running with not AZ, but running with the producers and making great music and making history.
Okay.
Being fearless. And listen, I lost a lot of. But I learned. And that's what I want my readers to take away. Every day you get up and you learn and you be better than yesterday.
Right. Hold on 1 second. Just for the truckers that are listening, because I got a lot of brothers that's on the road.
Yeah.
When she says she's lost a lot of, she's not talking about her virginity, bro. She's talking about guap, cheddar. You understand? I'm saying money. All right. So y'all don't, the people that's not seeing this but listening to it. All right. I'm sorry. Go on, sis.
I lost a lot of money. But when you're young, it's like, okay, I lost. Now you're like, oh my God, I lost a lot of money. And then you have people in your ear like, dang, you got a song with Jay, you got a song with A. These people are platinum. I don't know if you can see the platinum plaque. Like they think you get tons of money.
Right.
But really, Griff, it's not about that. I mean, it is and it ain't. We have our livelihood,
Yeah,
but
because
what's most
I got about 12 plaques on the wall. So yeah,
oh,
it don't match.
stop it
That don't match my
already.
that don't match my bank account though. So go ahead.
But nothing could measure up to our experience, the
Right.
knowledge that we learn and that we can share with our people. And now we're in positions where we can educate through books, which they're trying to get rid of. They don't even
Exactly.
they're burnt, they're trying to erase our history,
Right.
right? So that was another motivator for me. I'm like, well, wait a minute, we burning books, we throwing away books. I have three children. One's 28, she's going to school to be a nurse, and I have a 13-year-old, and I also have a 12-year-old. So this is history for them.
Right, exactly.
This is how I can encourage them to read.
Yeah.
Right. So what's been the greatest challenge in actually physically putting the book together? Give me some short mechanics that somebody listening that wants to write a book now.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
What's some of the I know because my challenges was great. I got 9, 10 books. And it was each one of them posed a different challenge. So yeah, what's the greatest challenge in your writing journey?
Yeah. Well,
she's all warmed up, so please continue, and I'll go
no,
after you this time.
you sure? Because let me
You're
tell
hot.
you,
I
I
can
can
hear
go.
you breathing.
Are you sure?
Okay, well, if you say it like that now. No, go ahead, sister.
Okay, my brother, thank you. But well, I wanted to take accountability. So when I wrote this book, it's one of those things you're going back and you're editing again, like maybe I was a little too hard on him.
Editing, yeah.
Maybe let me soften this up a little bit more.
So that was one of your challenges, the internal challenge with how that person is going to be perceived through your writing.
I care.
Okay. You have compassion. You have compassion. Yeah.
I have compassion.
Okay.
And I respect everyone that has walked with me along this journey. Maybe things wasn't always fair. So I did a lot of editing to soften things up. And the second one, and then I'll let it breathe, but was for me, when you're writing a book, you spend a lot of time to yourself, and it's almost like you're being selfish, especially when you have a family. I have a husband and 2 small children, and you have to get into that zone when you're just like gone for days.
Yeah,
especially when you can you relate?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're flowing in a chapter, and and for me, I'm so selfless because when I get up in the morning, I'm like, honey, what you need? Kids, what you need? What you need? What you need? And then sometimes I'm not cooking. I'm just zoning.
Hey.
So I'm just grateful that I have time because it took me 14 months. So I'm grateful. Have you wrote a book in a shorter amount of time, you guys?
I did one, but not telling that actual experience. There's other kind of books people can put together in a week.
Yeah.
Adam's book, I'm sure that took you a few years, bro, because I saw that book.
Is about 5 months, 5, 6 months.
Oh,
you got to think I'm in prison, so that's all I'm doing all day, every day.
Yeah. In that case, lock me up, because I tell you, I need.
I mean, it blows my mind how people write books out here. I'm still trying to get that figured out. But I would love some cues and some advice on how to do that out here, boy. I'm getting good. I'm getting a little better though. It's carving out time and, like you said, being selfish. I'm blessed to not have children and a spouse, a solid one spouse, to have to just be worried about and everything. So I'm figuring that out. But my main 2 challenges were finding enough paper to write on. Constantly running out of paper, having to ask for sick forms and disciplinary forms and receipts and ripping blank pages out of other books to write.
So you
And
wrote bars behind bars.
bars behind bars, bars on
Okay.
bars, man. And the second thing is getting out and having a stack of papers this big and say, oh shit, I gotta type all this stuff up.
Oh,
Right.
So
Right.
finding someone who's competent and trustworthy with my manuscript to type it up, I just give thanks for the community, man. I didn't even have to look. She came to me. I started a
mm,
mastermind alliance. We all sat down and we all shared, and then just organically paired up. I'll do that. I'll type that. Let's do the retreat. I can help you with the show. I'm a
Right.
photographer. So just community is what we needed, what I needed more than anything at that time. And of course, like she said, the editing and publishing. Who do you publish with? Amazon's gonna take everything, damn near. Um, just finding ways to actually find your own ROI. How do I? What am I gonna get for all of this thing, and without being pimped by the publishing game, or how they did TLC, with due respect. You know, they put all that energy, all that talent,
Mm.
and we want to make sure we honor ourselves and and be able to support ourselves through our righteous acts.
So do we have people that influence us that encouraged you, that was there for your support?
Me?
I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
of
Oh
course, I
yeah.
know you do because
Oh,
I know your people. Shout
yeah.
out,
Yeah.
shout out to Tassili and the
Shout
whole
out to
crew there.
Tassili,
Yes,
the whole South Side. Bless
Tassili,
them.
Tassili.
Tassili. Yeah, there's only
Yeah.
one Tassili.
Only one
Wow.
Tassili. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Now wait a
and
minute. I
that
saw Tassili and when I met you that day, we met at Sevenanda.
Uh-huh.
So I think when you left, before I met with you, I saw Tassili, and that's how Adam got in touch with me to do this.
Wow.
So everything happens in divine time.
Tell me about it.
yeah,
Yeah.
Tassili is the best thing that ever happened to me. If it wasn't for her, yeah, we wouldn't be on this Zoom. That's for damn sure. And
I've
when I
never
went
met her,
down,
but
we were spiritually married for 2 years, but then I went to prison for a year, and she rolled it out with me. Driving 3 hours every week. Sometimes she would even drop that pack off so I could keep the truck note. What and when I got out, we stayed together for another year, and it just life showed us that sometimes, what is best is to get outside help so we can understand why we're making the decisions that we're making.
Mhm.
mm-hmm.
And sometimes what you want can change. And understanding why those things change allows people to separate the right way and go back to being best friends again. And
Right. No, I hear you. And
yeah.
sometimes that's a journey within itself. So Mecca, your husband was there, your children was there. Sometimes getting on your nerves, sometimes pulling on mom when you're trying to write. I mean, what was that? You have a space in your house where you go to, or you got to go to the coffee shop, or how does that work?
Let me tell you, I wrote Filling in a Hip Hop Memoir like from beginning to end on an iPhone.
Oh wow, wow,
Okay. Okay.
wow.
And I did it. And my husband one day, like towards the end, came home and bought me a laptop in a bag, in like a bag to put the laptop in a
Right? Okay.
purse. And he was like, I'm so proud of you. Like you did it. Here's a laptop here. And it's cool because the laptop, I've been looking at Filling a Hip Hop Memoir through my phone. And when I opened it up on the laptop, I was able to see it bigger,
Right.
and it expanded my mind. It's very interesting. And then I wanted to share with you a big challenge that I had, to roll back on what you had mentioned about a publishing company. I started my own Meeca Style Music Publishing, but
Mhm.
I invested into a publishing company
Oh wow, okay.
for filling it, and they turned out to be a scam.
Oh,
In the ninth ending, like it was time to upload the book. So when I tell you this is from beginning to end, it's from beginning to end, meaning I did the line editing, I did all the graphics and learned how to work the apps to give you the granite. I did the font, the styling. I did it all because I was forced to do it. But the reason why I was able to do it because I learned not to freak out when you're in these situations. Like
Yeah, man.
literally in the ninth ending, like you need to upload your book to KDP. It needs to be ready, and it has to be ready in like 4 weeks. So I had to line edit my entire book, design cover to cover, learn the terminology like front matter, back matter, all of these intricate things when it comes to the book. So your girl had to like wham bam just jump into it. Like I didn't have time to freak out. My name was on the line. I had already done my pre-launch.
oh wow, okay.
Yeah. And they
Wow.
and I found out that they were a scam. So what they do, they get your book and then they move things around. Like, okay, it's edited. All right, yeah, all right. So it's edited. But anyways, your girl stepped up. I did what I had to do. And that's another reason why when I'd be like, yeah, 25. I'm out. I'm out in the streets and I'm selling my book, doing that guerrilla marketing. No word, because this is like
no, you have to do that. Yes.
This is my second business. I had a bakery called Anna Bay Bakery. We had the best cakes out, and I didn't even expect it to blow up. Like it blew up so big, I was like, I can't even do this. I was in like 5 restaurants. I was like, I'm good. I can't even do this. The doctor was like, yo, your heart beating so fast, girl, you might be ready to have a heart attack. I'm like, oh shoot, let me chill. So, anyways, yeah. So the book, and I had to go and do everything by myself, and I did it. I did come across a book company.
Getting a little echo, guy.
Now, listen. Now, I did do Amazon. And listen, I make more money selling books than I do with my music. And I use Amazon. Now, Amazon is a 90-day deal. You sell with them exclusively. So I am building a Shopify website on my own. And this is what I want listeners to take away. You need to learn how to do stuff on your own. Yeah, how do you encourage people to read? Your algorithm, read those posts. Those posts typically have knowledge on them. Is that what you want to feed yourself? Change up your algorithm. Start liking other stuff. What are you into? Are you into reading? Are you into hip hop? What kind of hip hop? Me? Right. I like conscious rap. My husband said, yo, you stuck in the 90s. Like you stuck. You stuck over there. You fight the power. You where you at, baby? You still there. That's my algorithm. That encourages me to read. That gives me strength. That empowers me, right? So I think about Public Enemy. I think about KRS-One. I think about these brothers that was putting poor righteous teachers that was putting knowledge in our mind. Like, yo, you better fight, sister. You better get this book done.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's where I am with it. Like,
okay, cool. So your voice, each one of you guys.
Yeah.
People's writing style, their voice, because you're speaking to people through your writing style.
Yeah.
What books have you read? You could give me one or two that you've read that, and I think you mentioned it earlier, Meeca. What I don't know what that book was. I forgot already. I should have wrote it down. But the name of that book that you said someone wrote, and when you started reading it, it turned on that light for you to continue yours. Me,
Cupcake.
I have. No, I'm sorry. Oh, the Cupcake one. Yeah.
Piece of Cake by Cupcake Brown.
Right. So there's certain times when we can read other people's work and get inspired.
Yeah, man.
For me, it was people's life. I would run into people, and like a mathematician or a researcher, I would tuck the conversation away. That led me to my next book. I said, oh, we need a handbook that brothers could fit in their back pocket or for rites of passage. So I could say, okay, let me use this book to help my son, help my cousin or my nephew in his rights of bringing him into manhood. So I put that book together. So then it was many books for me.
Yeah.
And what was that book for you, Adon? We know it was the piece of cake for her, the cupcake book. What
How
was
many
that for
books
you?
I get to name and elaborate on? How many
Well,
books?
just give me the one that stands out. Because I want a book
Well,
list from you. I want a book list from you in a minute.
okay.
But
So there's two
give me that
books.
book that stands out.
It's Acts of Faith by Ayanla Van Zant, that daily
Yeah.
devotional there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Think and Grow Rich.
Okay.
Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have that one.
Because
Okay,
when that was the one right there that really catapulted me. That was the first book I read when I went down the road, and it was a call to action. It's not just a book you read. It's if you do the book, then you have no choice but to manifest whatever reality you want to manifest. If you want
Love that.
to create something, if you do that book, you never finish reading that book because you're gonna
are some books made for not to finish them? Because Yala Van Zant's book, I found myself going back.
Yeah,
You can
and
never,
that's
like you just said, you could never finish
never
reading.
finish certain books. It's not a cover to cover type of thing,
Right.
Yeah.
My book, Our Daily Unk, it's supposed to be a life companion. You
That's
would
deep. Yeah.
just start over. Yep, it's a new year again, and you start over, and you can witness how these words affect your new version of yourself as you upgrade, because you're not growing. You're dead or whatever. And same thing with Think and Grow Rich, man. It's not a cover to cover.
Right.
You do these exercises. You tap into, like she said earlier, like Meeca said earlier. You visualize where you want to be, who you are. How do you feel
Mm-hmm.
about when you're in that success or that goal? What does it feel like? And
Mm-hmm.
you
Right.
practice and you meditate that, because the subconscious doesn't know the difference between your dream, your daydream, your reality, your vision, your nightmares. All it knows is, okay, I got some information here, and I gotta find a way to make it real. You
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
know.
Hold on one second. All right. While I'm giving this short station ID, I'm gonna need you guys to put together your book list so we can give the people that's listening
Okay.
what's 10 books. I need a book list of 10 books. All
5
right.
for me.
No.
And
I
5 for
need
me.
10 I need 10 from each one of you. In the meantime,
Man, I
between
wish
time,
I was at home so I could see those titles,
right.
man.
This is Professor
Mm.
Griff, and of course, this is Writer's Block. All
Yeah.
right, where literary
So
consciousness meets
just type that in the
conversation,
thing, man.
where we have people come together and we just we have these particular authors every single week or even every other week step up, and we put them on the front stage so they can present their literary work. We're trying to raise the vibratory pitch of this literary consciousness. We want to be
Mm-hmm.
able to at least go into these conversations, and then when we have conversations with people, because we used to quote authors, we used to quote scholars, we used to quote some of the individuals, and now a lot of times people want to be the scholars without being the scholars.
Mm-hmm.
People want to quote themselves as though they have literary work that's out there.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to quote the James Baldwins anymore, the Dr. Clarks, or you understand what I'm saying? We don't want to do that. We don't want to even give credit where credit is due. We have a lot of YouTube scholars that are out there, and a lot of TikTok heads that are out there read a couple of memes and think they know the whole subject. So once again, each who use language, who shift and shape culture, who use their pen, their typewriter, their computers, or their cell phones, in order to put these stories together, to weave these stories in book form so we can raise the vibratory pitch of literary consciousness. It's a beautiful thing. So we want y'all to tune in every single week or every other week. We want you to think deeper, because this is where the pen definitely meets the pad.
Mhm.
All right, definitely. So yeah, this is where literary consciousness meets conversation, and we're having the conversation today with Meeca, who corrected her name a few minutes ago, and of course my brother Adam.
Yes, sir.
All right, it's a beautiful thing. So definitely give thanks to those your support teams, your husband Meeca and Adam. Definitely tell Tassili, tell him Professor Griff thanks you, because if it wasn't for them, we probably wouldn't even be having this conversation in the way that we're having it.
Right.
If I would have ran into y'all prior to y'all books, we would have probably been talking about something else. All right, so this
That's
is
right.
where literary consciousness and creators on this level, we're standing on the shoulders of all those that came before us. You understand what I'm saying? And we have to be very mindful of that, and we have to give thanks. We have to give thanks for that. So, in raising this pitch of this literary consciousness, how can we give the people that's listening a book list of what you think they should read? And Meeca, you need to stop looking at me like that. I got your husband's phone number.
Because when you said 10, I'm thinking, okay, 5 from me, 5 from him.
Okay, give me 5. I'll fill in the other 5.
Okay. So I was jotting down.
You looking at me like you about to throw them joints. I'm like, yo.
No, because I tell you, I am one of those. I was intimidated by books growing up. I am a creative, and it takes time for me to read books. Some people can get through Malcolm X and get through these Obama wars and all these books super fast. That would be my husband, top of the class, and tell you about the whole book.
Who's your husband, sister?
His name is Calico. He's from Miami. He used to be a slip and slide DJ.
Okay.
Oh, I know. Okay, that's your husband?
Yeah.
Yeah, my dude Society was on Slip and Slide, man, because Society was part of my group.
Okay.
We was on Luke Records together, yeah. But anyway.
Now anyway, small world.
Right.
So for me, I fell in love. So we know Cupcake Brown. Her name is Cupcake, A Piece of Cake by Cupcake Brown. That book is fire. It is a memoir. This is an old school one, Griff. Sister Soldier, the coldest winter ever.
Yeah. Yes, Sister Soldier. Yeah.
Now that's a novel. I'm into novels. I love I want to imagine how far can you take me to make it sound realistic.
Right.
What else I like? The Four Agreements. And look how small this one is. So you know what that means. It's going with me when I need it. Yeah. My auntie gave me this. God rest her soul. She passed away. Keys to Perception. You ever seen this one? Oh, I don't see you anymore. There you go.
By whom?
This one's by Ivo Dominguez Jr. Keys to Perception, the way you perceive things, the messages that the world see you, the way. So that's just like you mentioned earlier. Sometimes you have to read a book twice. You may read a book at 40 and go back and read it again at 42 and find a whole nother different understanding of it.
Right.
Yeah. Feeling It, a hip hop memoir.
I was waiting on that.
By Meeca. Make Me Want to Holler, Nathan McCall. You ever read that one? Makes Me Want to Holler?
Yep. Got it.
That writing style is phenomenal. Like I'm into books like that, and those are the type of books like Sister Soldier, Nathan McCall, Cupcake Brown. Those type of writers taught me style,
right?
How to captivate your audience,
right? those in music language, those would be your favorite MCs. Yeah.
For real. Now, the keys to perception is it's more about in the four agreements, it's more about alignment for me. Like I like to
Right.
be in tune so I can hear I don't want to, go deep, but I like to be in tune and hear messages. What is the universe telling me to do?
Right.
Where do I need to be? What do I need to say? Send the right people to me. Send me the right language. Send me the right words. So that's
Okay.
what the four agreements do, and the keys to perception. Of course, with my
Okay.
diet, it helps me just align and stay focused, because you have to be really aware of the language that we use and the words that we choose when we're writing books. I want to just take it back, because that's when you're casting spells. You're informing your audience on who you are. You're
Right.
setting
Yeah.
that tone. So when I read all of those books, it really taught me how to keep my audience captivated and in tune with Mecca and what Mecca has to say.
I got you. And Mr. Adam, give me your 10 or your 5. Or
And
your,
Uh, so as I said before, Think and Grow Rich,
yes.
Napoleon Hill. Then the black version of Think and Grow Rich called The Black Choice by
mm,
Kimbrough, Dr.
mhm.
Kimbrough.
Okay.
Uh, he's actually, you know, Napoleon Hill wrote that in the early 1900s. And then right before he passed, he said, I want to write one for black people. And he got about 100 pages of it, and then he passed away, and it stayed on his desk. And Kimbrough came, and because of his mission in life, the people who were in charge of Napoleon Hill's estate commissioned him and said, "You need to drop whatever you're doing and finish this book."
Mm.
And eventually, he answered the call. So a lot of he finished that man's book and made it for us. Third book, Acts of Faith, Ayala Van Zant.
Mm-hmm.
Fourth book, The Holy Tablets by Malachi Z. York. Uh,
Okay.
and the reason I recommend that book is because it is a culmination of all of the holy books, the Upanishads, the Holy Tablets, the Emerald Tablets, the Bible, the Jehovah Witness Bible, the Quran, the Bhagavad Gita. You get it all. The alien freaking hieroglyphics on the damn moon, whatever. Till you got all of it and put it in one book.
Yeah.
And it's good to have uh, that option to discover new things. And then number five, The Fingerprints of the Gods
Oh,
by
okay.
Graham Hancock. Fingerprints of the Gods, where you can just deep dive into all the mysteries on this planet and really see what all of the specialized researchers have discovered in these artifacts and these crop circles and these giant footprints and everything from Egyptologists to underwater pyramids. You just get
Right.
to really look at that. My favorite thing about Fingerprints of the God, real quick, was how every vernal equinox, when you see that sphinx sitting out there, was not really a sphinx, because a sphinx is some white people stuff that got wings and claws and is associated with rape and murder and all this stuff.
Right.
That lion with the man's head that sits out there by the pyramids is called the Hur Maket, and it means Heru, on the horizon. But
Right.
anyway, what that thing does every vernal equinox, the Leo constellation sits dead center of it as it looks out at the horizon. You got the Leo constellation right there, and right
Right.
behind it, those three stars of the Belt of Orion is sitting right above those pyramids, and it's just locked into that time. And then there's some other alignments within the pyramids, those two chambers. One is looking at the
Right.
Sirius constellation. You look out the other one, you looking. It's just it just takes you deeper and deeper into the thinking process of our ancestors back then, and why they locked certain times up into the architecture and the layout of their art,
So is this
their
this
pyramids and stuff.
information is in your book?
This is in Fingerprints of the Gods by
Oh,
Graham
okay,
Hancock.
okay,
Mhm.
okay,
And some of that
okay,
is, and much of that is in my book. Because the name
okay,
of my book, again, is Our Daily Unk, not Our Daily
okay.
Bread, Our
Hold
Daily
on,
Unk. So you really,
wait, hold on. We're gonna get back around to that. Hold on, you're getting ahead of me. Hold on.
all right.
You
But
finished the 10 book, or you gonna give me 5 or 10?
yeah, one more.
All right.
The sixth book is called The To-Do List for Self-Made Individuals.
Mm.
And that's my second book.
Oh, okay. Give thanks. Really
Okay.
Yes.
appreciate it. All right.
Yes.
So the last question I want to ask you guys: the person you are now, if you was to speak to the younger you,
Mm-hmm.
the 17-year-old you, the 15-year-old you, through your book and your life experience putting the book together, what would you teach the younger you through your book?
I would definitely teach myself
The
how
younger.
to, yeah, the
Okay.
younger, I would say, yo, young Mac, you need to learn how to do, you need to understand how to protect your music. You just can't be going up in here singing hooks, girl. You need to know about split sheets. You need to know how to protect your work. You can't just be accepting a little piece of change on the side and not having stuff written down on paper, and you not going to the mailbox 20 years from now and getting a check. I would
Right.
teach my younger self business, and I
Mm.
won't be afraid of that at 17. These are the things that I teach my boys at 12 and 13. Business. You need
Business.
to understand the business. In understanding business, you need to know how to read. You got to know how to read these contracts. And if you don't know how to read the contracts, surround yourself around intelligent individuals that know how to read these contracts and can break them down to you, because they can be intimidating. So my 17-year-old self would be protected. I would have been protected in
Right.
that aspect of the business.
Oh,
Make
okay.
sense?
Makes a lot of sense. Yes. Yes, ma'am. All right, Mr. Adam, sir.
I would teach that person, that younger version of myself, that what's between his legs is precious too. And it should be honored and regarded just like we do and we teach the girls. And it's not meant for everybody to be spread about. I would teach that boy that if money is all you have and want, then you'll be the poorest person in the whole
Mm.
world.
Wow.
And that your real self is safe and sound. All you gotta do is wake up, just like you're having a nightmare. It feels so real, but the real you is safe and sound in bed. You just gotta wake up. And by reading this book, young man, it's gonna help you open up a book within you that's gonna wake
Mm.
your ass right on up and realize that the real you is eternal. So don't worry about, don't have you, no need to fear. There's no need to think that failure is a real thing. It's not an option. It's not, it won't,
Right.
you don't have to recognize it as real.
Right.
Just do what you do and have confidence that you're gonna get it, gonna
All
get it
right.
done. Everything works out the way it's supposed to.
All right. So, in closing, give the people how to contact you, how to purchase your book, where they can find you online, and then we'll close this out.
Okay. Dang, I would love to know what you would tell your younger self, Griff. You've been through a lot. Please.
No, I'm writing. I'm writing right now my whole biopic. I'm writing that right now, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
I have, I got so many stories, and so it's layered. So anyway, so
Yeah.
how they can find you? How can they get the book? Where are you going to be speaking? Talk to me.
Okay, so everything is officially Meeca across the board. So that's TikTok, that's Instagram, that's Facebook, and that's YouTube, officially Meeca. And my book is on Amazon. So it's Feeling It, a hip hop memoir. That is what's going on with me right now. I should be doing another book signing. We haven't got the solid date yet. But when I do, I'll let you know. And maybe you can plug it in on the platform or what have you and share
I
it with
got
your
you.
community.
I
But
got
it
you.
will be here in Georgia. So
Okay,
I'm
cool.
just basically going around right now. The book just launched October the 2nd, just signing books and sharing my story on different podcasts and working on new music as well.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and where can we get your book, Adam?
I'm about to show you. When I turn my camera horizontal, does it make my picture bigger or smaller? Is it better
Bigger.
vertical?
That's horizontal right there.
This
No,
is this is vertical.
no, it makes it smaller.
Now it's smaller.
Yes.
All right, let me go back to this one then. So I can be found a couple ways. The first way is to scan this QR code. Anybody who's watching,
Oh, that's cool.
you scan that, take a screenshot of what you're watching, and see if you can get into that there. And if not, then simply type in allhealinghands.com. All platforms. Instagram, all underscore healing hands. You're gonna see a picture of me like this. And on allhealinghands.com. You can find my book on my website, allhealinghands.com. Because I don't have to explain why, but y'all know why. And you can also email me at so many emails. Good one is Unc L Adam at protonmail.com.
Boy, you
Unc
got some
L Adam.
complicated ass emails. I swear. When I was
Well, you
typing,
see my name
sending
right
you,
there, yeah.
no, when I was
Unc L
sending you an
Adam.
email, I'm like, dang, he got
Oh, that
Russian
one, yeah.
letters, he got hieroglyphics. Anyway, listen, I appreciate you guys coming on. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank you very, very much. Really appreciate you. And anytime that I have a book signing and they want other authors to come on, I'll give y'all a call and be like, look, I'll be over there. Come on through. Let's
Wow,
make some things happen
gratitude.
together. That's
Gratitude.
one of the reasons why I started this part of the podcast, Writers Row, because I want the authors to get their just due. You understand what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
this idea of reading escapes a lot of people. You know, a lot of people just don't read anymore. And the beautiful thing I want to pass on to both of y'all, especially you, Meeca, since I have your book. I released the book a month ago. I didn't put it in physical form yet because I released the audio book. That's the way people are getting it now. You send it to, they purchase it, they get it on their phone, and they listen.
Mm-hmm.
Then I did the ebook. They got it
Mm-hmm.
on their phone again. They can scroll up and read aspects of it.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm gonna give them the physical book, so they'll have all three.
I love that.
All right. So the audio
That's
book
my
is really
goal.
the audio book is important. All right.
Okay.
But anyway, I love y'all to life, and thank you very much for coming on. I really appreciate you guys. All right.
Absolutely.
All right. All
Oh,
right.
can I say
Likewise.
this before you go right quick?
Yes.
November the 8th, Prime. It's in Atlanta. That is where the first book signing will be. Prime in Atlanta, November the 8th.
Okay.
So we don't have the time yet, but just be on the lookout for the flyer on my page, officially Meeca, on Instagram. Thank you, Griff.
Okay. Cool. All right. Thank
And I
you.
will be live at Cosmic 9 in Decatur
Mhm.
on Candler Road. Cosmic 9 Art Gallery, November 9th,
Okay.
6
All right. Cool.
p.m. Be here live with the books.
All
Gotcha.
right. Peace. All right.
Peace.
Peace. Peace. All right, that was Meeca and of course Adam presenting their literary work. All right, I really appreciate all of the authors that have contacted me. I'm gonna have y'all on as soon as possible. As soon as possible. All right. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Thanks to everyone. When you see this, take this, pass this on to 8 other people, 9 other people if you can. And let's raise the vibratory pitch of our thinking into the mind of the creator. All right. This is the writer's block. All right. Where literary consciousness meets conversation. Peace. Greetings, family. This is Professor Griff. I want to take this moment to thank everyone for supporting me in my efforts to raise the vibratory pitch of your thinking into your higher self. Thank you very much in my efforts right here on Serious Minds RNTV and the masses. All power to all the people. Thank you very much. If you would like to continue supporting, and if you are a new listener, please support by giving your donations right here on my Cash App, $ Professor Griff, and or go to www.professorgriff.me. Thank you very much. Peace. All power, all the people. Peace, fam.